Hello there. Today we are attempting one of the most difficult challenges yet in balloon tower defense. It is called an elite boss. It's essentially a giant blimp opposed to tiny small balloons that has millions and millions of health. And if you really think about it on a grand scale, these balloons that we're popping right now have 1 health. Imagine popping a balloon that has several million health. So let's build up to that. So we place a dart monkey first to start off the run. And then we're going to place Benjamin. Benjamin is our moneymaker. We love Benjamin. Benjamin does our taxes. I mean, he is a crypto guy, I think, but it doesn't matter what he is. He essentially just makes us a ton of econ over the rounds. I think 150 to 200 at the end of each round for the only 1,000 that we spent. So right now, we're going to go back to farming and try to farm our way up to be able to pop those millions of health balloons. So we have the engineer, who's our main defense, and the dart monkey. But they will be our main defense for quite a while because the engineer is actually capable of a lot, as you'll see later. But the banana farm is basically a Benjamin, but a little bit worse. The Benjamin always makes like a base 150. Banana farms, they can make more later, but they don't upgrade themselves or anything. So we just need to place as many money makers as we can, even if it's not more Benjamins, believe it or not. So we're going to start off by placing a few banana farms and then farming it off. And we're going to upgrade our engineer so that way you can pop more balloons with more ease. So we're going to keep on collecting. And as you can see here, we're starting to struggle a little bit. So we might want to do some upgrades onto the engineer. We just leaks a few balloons, but there's an upgrade later that'll help us a lot more. So we're gonna go ahead and buy the double gun, so that way the engineer can shoot twice as many shots as before. And then we're gonna buy a monkey village, and this monkey village actually discounted our upgrades for our farms by about $400 each. For the one specific upgrade, that's gonna cost a lot of money. It went from 2,900 to 2,400. So that's gonna make our income way better because we're spending less on more income. It just keeps on multiplying and doubling. So now we got the engineer with the balloon trap, and the balloon trap is special because whenever balloons go inside of it, it absorbs them, it pops them, and then at the end of whenever it gets full, it just explodes and it drops $1,000. So that's going to be really good for money making. And here we finish our money making and we're preparing our defenses for the boss. So right here we have a boomerang monkey who's here to clean up the contents of the boss whenever it comes out. We have the ninja monkey who's here to place a bunch of sticky bombs on it and then deal damage. And here we built a village that will buff both our bomb shooter and our tack shooter. It's going to make it really vital for how much damage output we can do per second. It's going to it's probably the most optimal strategy, if anything. So we're going to continue on placing this. Alchemist also makes every single time the dart shooter shoots way stronger. I don't know the increase. It might be like 50% more damage or something, but yeah, here we have a sped up version of the boss fight because these boss fights can take minutes at a time. So yeah, it just gets absolutely demolished. I cannot stress that enough. So yeah, here is a new sort of exploit within our farming strategy. So there's a village upgrade that basically absorbs any monkey village around it, but if you already, it doesn't have like a base amount of money it makes. It's based off the farm that it absorbs, but they updated it. So now, even if it steals like a normal monkey farm, it always gets about like $1,500 of bonus, like each round or whatever, because of that one farm. Whereas before you had to invest thousands of dollars to make it way better. Now you only have to place one farm and it's just amazing. Like you don't have to invest any money to get more money. Anyways, Here we're gonna place 2 balloon traps, so that way we can trap any balloon incoming, and then cleansing foam. Cleansing foam is really essential. I know it's not the most let's say reliable monkey tower, but essentially removes the camo from balloons, and the camo on balloons is essentially like they have camouflage, and they're able to go past certain monkeys' attack if they can't see camos. So it's gonna remove that. And here we're gonna continue boat farming. We just started. Boat farming is really optimal, and it's pretty difficult to find spots once you run out of space, but they essentially generate cash at the end of the round, and they make a ton of cash. And here we upgrade one of our boats to Trade Empire, so that way all the other boats make a bunch of more income based off of how many farms there are. So because there's so many farms, it'll increase the percent of how they're all just increasing each other's money pretty much at this point. So this is what we call Druid of the whatever, I don't know his name, but we just place a Druid, and basically if he's around 5 other Druids of the same upgrade path, they all get way stronger and get way more attack speed. So the one in the middle that is the strongest is going to get so much attack speed, it is ridiculous. It will not even be close. This boss will not stand a chance. So right now we are prepping for the boss, and we're buying an ice monkey too. The ice monkey allows us to essentially, it hits it, and after it hits it for a short period, it takes like 50% to 100% more damage. And that's why we're gonna get the ice monkey in a spot. We're gonna hit it a bunch of times. Same with glue gunner. Glue gunner, every time it activates the ability, the boss takes a percentage more damage. It might not look like a lot, but it is a lot at the end of the day, because if you really think about it, 50% of, you know, a several 100,000, that we need that type of number. So this process could be really difficult to go, you know, shred through, but luckily our Druids, they're definitely capable. They just need a little bit of time to cook, let's just say that. So we're gonna continue farming while the boss is going on, because we're not too worried about the boss making it through. It hasn't even made it past the first loop, past the ice monkey yet. So we're just gonna keep on barraging it with freaking glue and all of this. Yeah. So also we are no longer placing the other farms anymore. We are placing green what do you call it? Green bottom path villages, because they have some of the best sellback value opposed to the yellow ones. And also, it is no longer the most optimal to have a full map of the red villages. Now we want to get into capitalist territory, where we can start farming and getting the more factory based banana farms, because they make so much more money. You just have to manually collect the bananas, which is like way more difficult if you're not paying attention, but luckily we were paying attention to be able to collect them. Okay, here's the third fight, sorry, and we're unlocking a Paragon. Paragons are essentially several $100,000 upgrades that are godlike versions of their monkey. So here we have the Boomerang Paragon, which actually is like one of the weaker ones, because it's one of the cheaper ones, but it does the job for what we need it to do. And look at how much it shreds the enemy compared to the 5 Druids, because this boss has like several 100,000 HP more than the last one. So the fact that this is able to destroy it this quickly is pretty impressive, I'd say. So yeah, we're gonna keep on shredding it, keep on farming. We also unlocked a few of the highest upgrades of farms, so that way we can make a ton of money, and we're gonna keep on ultra boosting them. There's the engineer monkey, who's our goat. We love engineer monkey. Can ultra boost any tower and make it attack or produce more bananas at a certain rate. So we're gonna do that and just keep on overclocking our best tower. And here we have an airplane. I forgot what it's called. And we're gonna collect a bunch of pops for it, because the next Paragon we're gonna create is based on the airplane balloon. So the airplane monkey. So we're gonna do that. Get a bunch of pops. The Boomerang monkey should be able to carry us through this fight. I know it was off screen, but we placed a few other monkeys to be able to do it. We have a cripple Moab sniper, so which essentially is another percentage buff for like damage and Moab takes after it gets hit. And then we made our Paragon a little bit stronger. And here, let's cut to the final one. No more farming. This is our boat Paragon, and the boat Paragon is amazing. It just sits in the middle. And here we are making the vengeful true sun god, which is the culmination of all of the super monkey upgrades all in one, and it's really frightening and really powerful. And here is our airplane Paragon. So from here on out, we just get to watch the amount of frames just drop and drop and drop, and this boss gets shredded. Now this is played back in 2x speed in game, and through OBS it's 2x speed. So you can imagine how long this boss fight actually took to sit here. This is super intense. There's just so many projectiles flying everywhere. How much health does the boss have at this point? 40 million health. That is an insane amount of health. All from 1 to 40 million. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how this actually works and went down. I enjoyed making it to be able to prove my friend wrong that I was actually able to beat an elite boss on my own. But if you enjoyed it and want more Blue Entire Defense content, just leave a comment or something. Might do it in the future. Probably doing other stuff. But yeah, that was the Elite Bloonarius run. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, bye-bye.